Austria plans compulsory COVID vaccination for all. Austria is to become the first European country to make vaccinations against COVID-19 mandatory and will go into its third nationwide lockdown. News of Austria becoming the first European country to make COVID vaccines mandatory came on a day leaving 42 days left in the year. November the 19th, 2021, a day leaving 42 days left in the year. The word vaccine gets you 42, as does the word Jesuit, as does the word Freemason. The national lockdown is expected to last until the 12th of December, 12/12, but could be re-evaluated after 10 days. Remember that Satan gets you 10. If the COVID situation has improved. Nurseries and schools will stay open, but mask wearing is mandatory in classrooms and pupils can choose to study remotely without a note from a doctor. Again, they want you to work remotely for the social isolation aspect of it. Lockdown rules would end for vaccinated people from 12/12, but stay in place for those who decline to take the jab. What's interesting is my best friend, his wife's dad, who's double vaxxed, tested positive for coronavirus yesterday. 12 times 12 gets you 144. 144. And Jesuit order gets you 144. And this ritual, guys, it all perfectly syncs up with the Nazi takeover of Austria back in 1938. Austria under National Socialism describes the period of Austrian history from the 12th of March 1938 when Austria was annexed by Nazi Germany. The event is commonly known as Anschluss until the end of World War II in 1945. Austrians were generally enthusiastic supporters of union with Germany. It's like the majority of people now are enthusiastic supporters of getting the you-know-what. People believe that the Nazis lost the war. They didn't. In my opinion, they won it. And they're running the show right now, basically. The Jesuits are basically Nazis. So, Anschluss gets you 26. As does COVID. That also gets you 26. And Austria is going to be the first country in Europe to make sure everybody is vaccinated. Austria gets you 26. So Austria 26, COVID 26, and then Anschluss gets you 26. The Nazis overthrew Austrian government on 3/12/1938. 3/12/1938. 312 is a big number. When you type in the full name of the Jesuit Pope, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, gets you 312. And we're told that Hitler escaped Germany and moved to Argentina. That's definitely a theory that you hear about, that Hitler moved to Argentina. Pope Francis was born in Argentina. From today's date to the upcoming anniversary of the Nazi takeover in Austria, guys, is 113 days, as you can see here. From today's date, November the 19th, 2021 to 3/12/2022, 113 days. 113 days, guys. When you type in Nazi Party, you get 113. When you type in coronavirus pandemic, you get 113, and it was declared a pandemic on the 11th of March. A date that can be written 11/3. From 3/12/1938 to coronavirus being declared a pandemic, guys, 82 years. 82 years. COVID gets you 82. Ordo ab chaos, which means order from chaos. That gets you 82. Transhumanism gets you 82. It also gets you 181, which is the 42nd prime. And this was reported, guys, on a day leaving 42 days left in the year. And just confirmation here that 181 is the 42nd prime. Transhumanism gets you 181. And the news of what's going down in Austria came on a day leaving 42 days left in the year. Remember Jesuit 42, Freemason 42, Vaccine 42 in Gematria. From Hitler's date of birth, which was April the 20th, 1889 to today is 132 years and 7 months, like 1,327. 1,327 is the 217th prime number. Why is that important? Well, when you type in March 11th, this is when coronavirus was declared a pandemic, March the 11th. March the 11th gets you 217. Baphomet ritual, because this is what it is, a Baphomet ritual, guys, a satanic ritual that they do on a daily basis. 217. Psychological warfare. This is psychological warfare. The last 2 years has been. It's a psychological spiritual war. 217. 217. Hitler was born on 113 date numerology, guys. 4/20/89. And like I said, coronavirus pandemic gets you 113, just like Hitler was born on 113 date numerology. Hitler died at age 56. He died at age 56, guys. What an absolute joke. And coronavirus gets you 56. COVID vaccine gets you 56. Society of Jesus gets you 56. Adolf Hitler, who died at age 56, gets you 56. Like, what an absolute joke, guys. Interesting that Hitler died on 4/30/1945, exactly 21 years before the Church of Satan was founded. Hitler supposedly died April the 30th, 1945, as it says here, April the 30th, 1945, supposedly died in Berlin, Germany. Well, the Church of Satan was founded in San Francisco, guys, April the 30th, 1966. Hitler supposedly died exactly 21 years before the Church of Satan was founded. Exactly. The word Jesuit gets you 21. You can't make this stuff up, guys. So the Church of Satan was founded in 66, and this article, it says that Austria is the country that has the lowest vaccination rate in Western Europe, with 66% of its population fully vaccinated. 66%, guys. Corona gets you 66. The Austrian government said it was preparing the legal groundwork for a general vaccine mandate to come into effect from February the 1st. Date that can be written 2/1, with exemptions for those unable to receive a jab on medical grounds, guys. 2/1. Remember that Hitler died exactly 21 years before the Church of Satan was founded? And the word Jesuit gets you 21. Hitler died, guys, on 53 and 26 date numerology. He died April the 30th, 1945, so we're told. I've told you, for me, Hitler was just a fictional character. Somebody was playing the role of Hitler. This guy wasn't born Adolf Hitler. It was somebody playing the role of Hitler, playing the role of a dictator. And I've said this before, the Nazis won the war, whether people like it or not. and they went to America. So Hitler died on 53 and 26 date numerology. When you type in COVID, you get 53 and 26. Just like how Hitler supposedly died on 53 and 26 date numerology. Just unbelievable stuff, guys. And remember, guys, the news of it all being reported that Austria is going to make COVID vaccines mandatory came on a day leaving 42 days left in the year. Hitler obviously connected to the World War. World War gets you 42. Like, my word. Today to Hitler's upcoming birthday is 21 weeks and 6 days. The third week gets you 216. As you can see here. And 6 times 6 times 6 gets you 216. And just know that 21 is the sixth triangular number. It's also the sum of 32, which I'll get to in a moment. So Adolf Hitler, 56187. 56187. Society of Jesus, 56187. Anthony Fauci, the coronavirus advisor, 56 and 187. Washington DC, 56 187. When you type in coronavirus, as I've shown you, it gets you 56. When you type in COVID vaccine, it gets you 56. When you type in mandatory vaccines, guys, you get 187. You also get 101, and 101 is the 26 prime. Like COVID gets you 26, guys. It's so obvious who's behind all of this. All this talk of boosters, guys, boosters, gets you 32. Boosters, guys, gets you 32. And remember I said 21, the sixth triangular number, the sum of 32. My word. Boosters 32, boosters 113, like coronavirus was declared a pandemic on the 11th of March. Coronavirus pandemic gets you 113. 113 is the number of deception, which I try and tell you all the time. In regards to 32, there's 32 rays on the Society of Jesus' logo. There's also 32 rays on Argentina's flag, where the Pope's from, where Hitler supposedly escaped to. It's time for people to see through this now. The Jesuit media talk about third doses as Austria enters their third lockdown. Again, how often do I talk about the number 3 with these people? The highest rank of Freemasonry is 33 degree. When you type in the word masonry, it gets you 33. And if we look here, guys, this mandatory vaccine is going to come into fruition on a day leaving 333 days left in the year, on the 32nd day of the year. February the 1st, 2022. And if we look here, I'm not making this up, it tells you. The government said it was preparing the legal groundwork for a general vaccine mandate to come into effect from the 1st of February. February the 1st. With exemptions for those unable to receive a jab on medical grounds. Can you believe this, guys? I can't say what I want to say. Tightening vaccine pass controls and testing requirements have started to make a difference, but it hasn't convinced enough, said Schallenberg, who took over as Chancellor last month from his party, again party like Nazi party, Ali Sebastian Kurz. We don't want a 5th wave, we don't want a 6th or a 7th wave. Guys, and then they'll show you a graph, like it means anything. What's it going to take now? It's like these people actually want the world to wake up. They're making it so obvious. Mandatory vaccination is not unprecedented in Austria. In 1948, The post-war government made vaccination against smallpox compulsory by law 3 years after Hitler died. Look out for smallpox. It's going to make an appearance again. As is measles. So, also when you type in third, you get 32. This is the third time Austria has had to go into lockdown. They want you to get your third vaccine. And it seems most people are going to get it, but that's up to them. So I wanted to share this with you. I also want to show you this before I finish. Don't try to fight the vaccine mandate. That's impossible. Instead, try to realize the truth. There is no mandate. There was only a press release, guys. Remember that. Learn what a mandate is. A mandate is not a law. Okay? Just because you hear something on television or on the radio doesn't make it a law. Learn what a mandate is. And it's not two men dating each other. Hospitalizations rising among fully vaccinated in US, Fauci says. What we are starting to see now is an uptake in hospitalizations among people who've been vaccinated but not boosted. People choose to ignore this type of information, especially those who've been vaccinated. They'll ignore this. They don't want to read it. So, there you have it, guys. I'm trying to help people see through what's going on and who's behind it. COVID-19 booster jabs and third doses added to NHS pass for international travel. NHS, three-worded abbreviation, National Health Service. Proof of booster jabs and third doses are being added to the NHS COVID pass for international travel from today. It comes after some countries, including Israel, Croatia and Austria, introduced a time limit for COVID vaccination status to be valid for quarantine-free travel. Again, then you're going to get your fourth one, then your fifth one, then your sixth one, then your seventh one, then your eighth one, just so you can travel. See what they're doing here. Or you can continue to choose to ignore it. It's completely up to you. But it's time people start waking up to what's going on. I saw through all of this at the very beginning. And now it's just so clear. And in my opinion, now at this point, people are just in denial. And the ego's taken over. They can't accept they've been played because that is exactly what happened. And it's still happening right now. All right, guys, take care, look after yourself, and have a great weekend.